I wanted to discuss my recent spiritual awakening that I've had this year. I have talked about various things regarding this, like the massive amount of synchronicities, the way that all these things that have come into my awareness. So, I guess really where I should begin is like this is not my first type of spiritual awakening. Okay, I've had quite a few, and mine usually always stem from a major realization when I meet someone else. So usually mine involve people as opposed to events. Like it's not really like, oh, an event happened that is not involving a person, some sort of tragic event or something else. And it's like, mine usually involve people. So these can be like soulmate connections and that sort of stuff. But really, the very interesting thing was, and this was something that a friend of mine had mentioned. In addition, just this connection that I mentioned earlier this year that I had with this person, it was not a soulmate connection. It was like far beyond that, and they had mentioned that it was like a twin flame type of connection, and I had looked that up many years ago. I even made a video on my other channel about twin flames and soulmates and all that sort of stuff. But it's like I guess I really never knew what it was. It's like I was familiar with some of the concept, and I really don't believe the idea of one soul splitting into two bodies, because I really don't believe that, because that sounds more like you're incomplete. That's really not what this is. But whatever happened earlier this year was such a major realization for me. It's like this is far beyond like a soulmate type of connection. So that's really where my spiritual awakening, this newest one, came from. This twin flame type of connection that was so beyond my comprehension, that was so beyond like what was I had ever experienced before. I mean, this was something, if you've never experienced this type of connection before, it was just mind blowing. It really was. It was just like, oh my gosh. There were so many synchronicities that were happening. And all these signs that I was getting regarding certain circumstances, certain things happening, to the point where it would actually scare me a bit. Because I would do like tarot readings. I would even watch videos online. Not twin flame related, maybe of just like random videos or even some like tarot videos. Not involving twin flames, mind you. This was before I even really heard that term from my friend, and just all this other stuff. And it was just like everything that was like all falling into place. All these synchronicities, like everything was just like it was like speaking to me specifically. It was like the universe was saying, "Elle, pay attention here. There's so many signs here regarding this situation. Just keep listening." What else? The massive awareness that I had regarding my own problems that were very dormant within me. So there was a situation that happened, I guess, just over the past few years with someone, that it just really like put me into a corner, like made me like not be able to speak up and really defend myself or speak my mind about something. It's like I had to be silent because I didn't want to upset or offend this other person. And then this person did some stuff that I really didn't like, and it's like I couldn't be open with them. And then with this new like twin flame type of connection that I had met, they were doing like it was almost like I was talking with this other person again. It was like their behavior was almost identical regarding the same exact situation, and then it was just like mind-blowing again. It was just like, wow, I have to get over this situation that happened with this other person. So I managed to do that. I managed to go through the healing process, overcoming all of these deep-rooted problems that I had, that it was just so transformative. So like revolutionary. It was like, wow, I'm going through all this massive growth. It's like, wow. And if you're familiar with any sort of like twin flame type of connection, usually if you're going through a lot of personal growth, the other person is as well. But I didn't really understand that at the time, because I was wondering, why is this person behaving the way that they are? Because usually the dynamic could be very imbalanced, where I'm going through a lot of transformation, but the other person is like, they're very scared of it because they had not experienced it. And then I just watched some random video online and it perfectly describes that situation. It's like, I understand now. So it allowed me to have even more compassion and understanding of this other person. So all of this stuff, it's like been very revolutionary for me, just eyes opened, because I would not have been going back into like the tarot cards if it wasn't for this connection that I had. Literally, this connection that I had really opened up my intuition so much. It was just like, you know, it basically was. And I've benefited so much from that. Like now I do like the weekly tarot readings on my other channel every single week, because it was like I feel much more connected to it. Like I feel as though it's actually speaking more to me. Not like 100% all the time. Sometimes it can be a little bit clouded at times. But it's like I would have never done that if I had not met this person. It's like this person completely changed and altered my life path, as with all other type of soulmate connections that I've had. But this was on a much like deeper and grander scale than I can ever imagine. It was just like, what is this? That's basically what I was doing the entire time. It was like, what is this? So I guess where things stand now regarding like this massive spiritual awakening and these synchronicities. So the synchronicities have died down tremendously. It's like I really don't have as many. Like it's not like every single day or like week it's like, oh my gosh, can you believe what happened here? Can you believe what happened here? It's like things have settled down a little bit, which is probably, you know, kind of a good thing, as it was just going pretty wild. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's literally unfinished stuff at this point. It literally prompted me to just like write down all of these things, and it's just so many pages at this point of my massive experience that I've had this year. So it's just like so profound and absolutely just incredible. So I could probably detail out all this stuff, but it would literally take forever. It really would. This would probably be like over an hour video, but that's why I am making notes, writing it all down, and it's not over yet. You know, it's like the interesting thing is it's like there's been many times that it feels like this situation is like over, but it's not. It's just like it keeps wanting to come back and make its voice heard. It's like this chapter is not complete yet. You know, it's like there's more to it than you're realizing. So I don't know. I don't know what the future will hold here. I don't know what other amazing achievements or accomplishments I will, you know, experience. But I think this is like the beginning of something even greater than I can possibly ever imagine. You know, just this year has been like, whew. But it took, let me tell you this, it took something negative to happen and a very negative situation to come to a close, negative person, negative event, all that sort of stuff to stop, be done, exit. At the very beginning of this year, it's like, we done here, we done. And then it's like, life is like, finally, you've let the situation go. I've been telling you for so long, I've been giving you signs for so long, and you kept ignoring them. It's like, yes, I kind of did. And then it's like, boom, all this other stuff is just flowing in, and like, I'm such a different person now. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. So I'm just really happy with all these sort of things, and I've been able to be so much more grateful and thankful. And it's just like, I thought I was such a grateful, thankful person before, but it's like now, like even more so. It's like I just say thanks all the time, and just so thankful for all these things that I have in my life, and all these amazing things that are unfolding. And I just ask, show me a sign. I just will put that out into the universe, just asking, show me a sign that I am on the right track. Give me a sign. One time I asked that, and I was sitting outside, and a bee just comes like staring at me, like right here. I'm like, oh, that's so scary. I don't like bees. I'm like terrified. If like, I probably should have been like calm and patient, you know. But it's like I asked that, and it's like boom, right there, you know. So all these sort of signs, all these sort of things, you just had to pay attention to them. So it's very interesting. It very is. So yep, that is my spiritual awakening type journey so far this year. I don't think it's quite done yet, but I think I've gone through so much transformation, and I look forward to, and I'm thankful for what other transformation I could experience, you know, the rest of this year, you know. So that's it. That's all. Let me know what your thoughts are on this, if you've had a spiritual awakening, if you've had multiple spiritual awakenings, as I've had multiple spiritual awakenings. So yep, we just had to see how it goes. So going to end it at 11:11. Bye bye.